of capitalistic destruction. I had no idea. Yeah, I like that one.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
All right, let's keep going here. We're spending so much time on this magazine. Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First, we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Now, I've never seen the musical Rent, which essentially is appalled by because she's watched it a million times. But based on the description of it, it sounds like all their problems would have gone away if they just paid their damn rent. But for us, charging rent just live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better, everyone, if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? You know what? Right now, with my financial situation, I'm very much charging rent just to live somewhere is outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
G. Martin. One of the other fellows playing Petanque was a Martin, but I can't remember if it was the first or second name.
It's true. The rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Let's put the magazine away finally. I think I spent like a half an hour reading this thing. Standard office file cabinet. Drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. Dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Yeah, let me drink the coffee! Let me drink the coffee! All right. His name was Gaston. Is it Gaston Martin? Postcard, Le Jardin 21. Laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. Hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Well, 34 of them, apparently. I think we might have to sell a few things to make rent. Hey, some magnesium! Neat office shades. I have sunglasses, finally! +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why am I going to lose drama from wearing shades? Visual calculus is pretty handy. But I love drama. We might sell the glasses. I mean, I suppose we could put them on when the need... But it's like, you know... Hold on, I just realized something. It makes sense. Because what is more dramatic than taking off shades? Yeah! Or however that song goes. It's been a while since I watched CSI. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is in the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And the bottom, the union logo, demand democracy. Door's locked, company open from the side without a passcode. God damn it! I was hoping I'd find a consistent back door into this place. Should I try the phone? No, I got no one to call. Okay. This is Wild Pines. Oh, stop. Around you, great machines in quiescence. Sleeping? Probably just gonna say, this says Wild Pines. White pine trees are printed on the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. What is this thing? Oh, it's a button.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête.
Go or walk.
Use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
You know, let's just operate heavy machinery without any training or explanation whatsoever. This is fine. Hang on a sec. I want to get the lay of the land here first. Before I go and possibly crush someone. But we're going to go and push the button. We're not intoxicated anymore. It's fine. Ooh, just some money over there. What is that? You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Valdsund. Valdsund means whale fjord in Arden. Okay, there's absolutely no reason whatsoever for us to hit this button. But we're not going to let that stop us.
Rusting marsh with a loud grind.
Oh, it's that's moving.
Overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh, it may be forming a bridge for me. Or something. I mean, this is very game logic, doing something for no reason whatsoever. That is teetering a little, precariously.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's in the box?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the records, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
It was. Now, if I tell it to stop, I mean, it kind of looks like it's done anyway, but...
The crane does not return
Okay.
to its original position. It does not move at all.
It's possible that pressing the go again will cause it to move once more, but...
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
I think there's something special about this
You
container.
do? Because I don't.
Wait, why not?
There are a million containers here.
Yeah, if there's a keyboard shortcut that might be handy, Clockwork Wizard, go ahead. Yeah, that'd be fine. It was hanging from the crane. Yeah, it was hanging out of reach. Like, if someone in the harbor had wanted to keep something somehow inaccessible, that would be one way of doing it. Like, if the harbor's going to be shut down for a while, you know, you'd think someone might put the containers down, but also, it just feels special. But I'm going to say this, it was hanging from a crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
I ignore Kim and knock on the door.
No reply.
I open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Spacebar should pop all the bubbles floating overhead. Oh, so I don't have to click on the little thingy. Oh, that's handy, okay.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open. Persuade the door to open. Been in the world for 2 days, +1. Precarious world, +1. What? Is there a quick way? I check rhetoric, like nothing. I don't know if there's a quick way, because I can't check my inventory to see if anything's... Fuck it! I'm going to try to persuade the door to open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option!
Because what wasn't an option?
Oh, I said that out loud. No, never mind.
Are you satisfied, detective?
I'm rarely satisfied is the sense I'm getting. Can I walk on top of this stuff? Oh, I can. Oh. Oh, spacebar. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. Great machines are sleeping. I think there's like maybe a MIP mapping issue? Look at that. Look at that stuff. All right. Is this a radio tower? Oh, speaker's tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Great if I could use the crane to, like, get the body down, but I don't think we've got that kind of range. Huh? Musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. Smells like blood. Okay. Why is that just making weird sounds? Oh, So there wasn't even an interaction dialogue box with this. I think this is the first time I have noticed in-game where there was something that was clickable, but that only did anything when I had something in my inventory. Because there's another door. I think the door in the kitchen... Either the door in the kitchen or the door in my room is weird because, like, nothing happens when I click on it. There's no dialogue box whatsoever. But maybe I need the right thing equipped in my hands. But yeah, I hadn't noticed this. Now that is very interesting. My current gloves are +1 electrochemistry. Honestly, I think we could stand to mute electrochemistry a little bit and instead give us a little bit of half-life, which is like the kind of boxing sort of thing. Let the body take control, threaten people. Yeah, cool for high-strung investigators. That's me. Shoot now and ask questions later, cops. That's me. Maybe it'll come in. Maybe we can try fisticuffs against that big guy, which we haven't, I think, done in this version of reality. That's a lot of money. Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Hello. So soon, oh soon, the green is gone. Everything is read. Huh. Hello. What's this? The banner sags under the weight of the rain and snow. It waves white waves on red, which I think is the communist symbol. Who are you?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work doesn't notice you. Hello!
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
New favorite character already.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
Oh.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No. I'm not gonna say I am. What is it with these people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
So, Ubi, I guess, is Irish?
Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
You're bringing it up and protesting a lot.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Uh-huh. What's going on here? Look at mountain containers behind him.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance.
You remember when we're getting all the streamer luck on the dice rolls?
Wonder.
I mean, admittedly, we did do the jump on like our 17th try just now, but come on. Wow, red is so much prettier than Drabble green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it really
Yes, it does.
ties the containers together.
I hate to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery.
Uh-huh, I figured
Which
that.
means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Where's everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Is it? You say it's a. Mr. K says it's a Scottish accent. You think so?
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
2 months. I mean, yeah, maybe depending on where it is. But part of the problem is if it's not a native speaker and they're trying to do an accent, sometimes people kind of mush the two together. And the problem as well with both of those is the accents will vary greatly, right? If you're from Ayr or Glasgow or Edinburgh, you're going to sound so completely different, or freaking Inverness or something like that. And the same thing happens in Ireland as well. So I don't know. Oh well. But he said he described himself as the Irish, right? Irish. So clearly it's supposed to be that.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
And to me, it did sound more Irish than Scottish.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Okay. What trouble did Titus and friend get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed
Did
to
they kill
talk about
someone?
that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling him to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
No. Yeah, but what did they actually do? Come on, buddy, you can talk to me.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Evrart and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Evrart. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Evrart has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
So, do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everart's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio.
Sit down is very Scottish.
There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes,
Also, also Irish.
Yes, I am.
Again, depending on exactly where.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Yeah. Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool.
Whoa, Zalior!
Put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Lawyerly. Thank you very much, Zalior, for the 50 gifts a bomb to the channel. Oh, that is really appreciated. Thank you so much. And everyone who did just get a subscription, do note if you link your Discord account to your Twitch account, it should get you invited to the Quill18 Discord server. And as always, if you do have any trouble with the Discord, send me an email, quill18@quill18.com. Sometimes Discord has to be forced to run an update. It's supposed to regularly run an update and resync with Twitch. Sometimes it's a little bit slow. Wow, thank you. Best writing, best soundtrack, best streamer, best of luck. 2025, my friend. Thank you very much, Zalior.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
Lawyerly?
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets...
Oh, Elizabeth!
Real pillar of the community.
This is Elizabeth! Well, because I was wondering when he was describing, like, you know, like the candy bars, it sounded like someone with darker skin, which would be Elizabeth, of course.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her.
Oh.
But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the Union Fixer, aka the Gardener?
Yeah, so this is the Union Fixer, the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
Little guy smiles, a disarming smile at you.
Telling the Gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Hey, what's in that container over there? The one connected to the crane.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Yeah, I gotta try to convince it to open.
Told you.
Maybe I should go back with my wire cutters. I'm looking for the leader of the Dockworkers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Evrart then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar...
Yeah, but Martinez is a piece of shit.
...we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. Just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Evrart is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Oh. Okay. Thanks.
Bye-bye now.
Cool. I feel like... I don't want to save scum, but I also don't want to have to redo these conversations. Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. Whoa, he's a big feller. Got a swordfish up here. Taxidermy fish that tells the time.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Let's get straight to business. We need to defeat the Huns. Also, there's a dead body in the tree.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi.
I'm sorry, what?
You two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Had we figured out that? Because I know on our clipboard there was our initials, HDB, which apparently the H is for Horace, although we go by Harry. Did we know about the Dubois?
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Hey, Shogun, thanks for the sub. He gestures to a tiny chair opposite his giant desk. Say, I don't feel like this guy is a true representative of the communist movement. He's just using his position as the head of the union to get literally and figuratively fat himself. That's what I think. Horse was a random guess. Maybe it was.
I'm Evrart, Evrart Clare, head of the Debarders Union.
Yeah, he's a class traitor.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Do I?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Uh-huh.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Power move to stay standing. I don't think we're a power move kind of person all the time. We're going to take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
I mean, when we try to power move, sometimes we get our hand broken, right? Except that didn't happen in this continuity. Damn, the chair's uncomfortable.
So tell me, how can the head
All I can think about now is the
Debarders
chair.
Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
What the fuck?
It's violating your backside.
And please stop backseating with the wrong choice with the chair and things like that. So people are saying don't sit down. Like that's part of the reason I'm going to do it. Violating your backside.
I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners. It pains me to see.
Clearly got ears everywhere.
This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novel to check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
We're being fucked with hard here.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Consume. Pat, cover your expenses for a few days. It's 20 real a night. This is only 25. You know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Yeah, are we being bribbed here? I guess, thank you, just take it and don't say anything. Honestly, we really need the money. I hate this guy. Like, it's clear we're being fucked with. On the other hand, it's free money, right? You know what? We're sorry, cop. We're so many things. We're gonna take the cash. Well, it's not cash yet. We're gonna take it. What could possibly go wrong? Maybe we should get up before we take more damage. It's fine. What's a little bribe? Mostly I'm offended that he said it would cover my rent for a few days when it clearly won't. Unless it will cover my rent for a few days and 25 bucks extra spending cash.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Nope. It's cool.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure
There we
there
go.
are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
Thanks for the free money.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter.
Jesus
The
Christ.
lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Yeah, so I clearly don't like him, but I'm still going to take the money because, 25 bucks is 25 bucks.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
I feel this would have been better if he'd said lost gun 3 times in his text.
The world is swallowed by a black hole.
Fucking hell!
Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
This was a success. I mean, maybe you take the damage regardless. Maybe I would have taken more damage.
When he said, don't worry,
It's pretty much an auto
he
succeed here.
actually meant, be very worried.
Uh-huh. All right, so yeah, we're clearly being threatened here. But, I kind of want to go with 3. Now, I don't know how the game's going to interpret it, but it's like, I know that you know that I know that you know that I know what you're saying and that you know what I'm saying. I would appreciate any help you could provide. Like, I want to say it, with that sort of like the razor edge to it, right? I know what you're doing, but I'm going to go along with the doublespeak. I don't know if that's what it means here. This might be like, yeah, please help me because I'm a big loser cop. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go with 3. Fuck it. I know what I mean to say in my head. Whether my character executes that, I don't know. I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing.
I mean, to be fair,
now.
this is all justified critique.
Mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Wow, look at these modifiers! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Fuck it. Don't panic. It's fine. Yeah, this could give tone indicators. Yeah. One thing I got to give credit to Mass Effect Andromeda, which was critiqued for a few different things. Fair enough. One of the things great about it, though, is it does have tone indicators in there for the conversations, which is really handy. We're going to make the skill check. 8% of the time, we've got it every time. We're going to take another morale hit.
You're sweating. Your knee is jerking.
Mom
You're
spaghetti.
about to cry,
Wait.
aren't you? You're about to cry. Because you lost your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not gonna cry. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
You know what I should have done? I should have taken another hit of, like,
Chill.
all the drugs before talking to this guy.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
He's large mass snaps his fingers with no effect. You're in some kind of stupor. Keep sliding on the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois,
Yeah, buff up before the boss fight, exactly.
can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I actually was thinking, one of the things I want to talk about before going in here, is I was thinking I would use resources. I wouldn't top myself up all the time because you do sometimes get events that give you a +1. It feels like a waste. But it might not be a bad idea to, like, do this because it might be affecting some of our die rolls. But I'm going to try to do this sort of thing where we keep ourselves just sort of one shy.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to call him Mr. Dubois. That's stupid. Yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright. I'm melting. You know what? Yeah, man, I'm fucking great.
Don't be dramatic.
Yeah, I know it gives us -1, but
Your
it's fine.
condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Yes, I'm a police officer.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself.
It is.
Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Aren't you going to ask how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
I, too, am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with.
Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but, a large one, sitting right there. No, I don't think we're cool enough to just say nothing right now.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
That sounds great. Let's do that.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Me and Kim, we're vibing.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
I love drama. You know this about me. But let's go through a few of these questions, and then, yeah, maybe we'll accept about all this. Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
That's
You
true.
look like you could run around all day.
That's what I do. I double-click all the time.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help.
Yeah, where's the button to ask the
So what
tie
can
for
it do,
advice?
Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. It's clearly untrue. He clearly knows everything, and this is a very, very thinly veiled attempt to try to squirm some information out of him. But we're going to do it.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Damn it, fine. I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. Yeah, we're going to do that because we don't have much of a spine. Every now and again, we attempt.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates.
I do like Manana.
Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
I'm more committed than ever to go hardcore communist so I can overthrow this guy.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
All right, let's bite. You call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Evrart. I call you Harry.
Uh-huh.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
What? I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but so that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I don't know. All I know is the odds are never in my favor.
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. That's all.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently, my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Dude, do not do that to Kim.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder. Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
I'm going to go for the drama roll right away.
As you look at the folder, Evrart covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder?
That's not an
It
RCM
certainly
folder.
Doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay?
Listen, while we're talking here, all friendly-like, could you help me get a dead body down from the tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Because you're such a nice and pleasant fella.
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help
As
with.
if it's a common thing.
Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
Is that Machine Head or whatever his name? Is that Jean-Luc?
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates.
Yeah.
He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
I did not attempt to punch him in this timeline. Because I didn't want to just repeat everything immediately because it was going to be too boring for me. Fine, let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Oh yeah, Measurehead, the phrenologist.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Do I find a spine for a second? You know what? I'm going to go this way. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. I don't even want it. It was a stupid gun anyway.
I don't care about my gun. I love it, Harry. Wish I could be like that, but I can't. I have a responsibility to this community. I can't have a loaded gun out in the streets.
The officer is exaggerating. Of course we care about the missing firearm, and we are actively looking for it as well.
Thanks, Kim.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for
I mean, we have a lead.
unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
It's the one that was attached to that crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container.
Well, I tried, but maybe this will reset the white
At least
check.
Try convincing it.
All right, I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to talk later.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I was supposed to get out. Great. I wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Yeah. 20 by 50 centimeter oh, that's the novelty check. Meant to be handed over ceremoniously on gala-like event. Supposed to be exchanged 25 real at your local Fritta store. Below the number, a careful hand has written the words, Constable's Rent. All of it. Note, worthless in a pawn shop. Okay. I guess I don't actually have an inventory item for the gate pass. Probably so that I can't accidentally get rid of it or sell it or something weird. All right. We're going to wrap up the stream here. We've got some real leads in progress today. As a reminder, this Wednesday, our next live stream is going to be different. We're going to be playing, Age of Darkness Final Stand instead. Hold on, I got some messages I want to double check on. I know A Kiss for Luck said she was streaming today. Let me just double check what she might be playing. All right, she's playing some more Poly. I know that she will be playing some Disco Elysium, just not today. So I'm going to see you on Wednesday for Age of Darkness. Saturday should be more Disco Elysium, currently, I believe. And somewhere in between now and then, on the 16th, on Thursday, on YouTube, gameplay video of Civ 7. I won't be the only one, I'm sure, but there's going to be a little bit of something. You're going to want to keep an eye out for that. Thanks for coming out, everyone. I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.